Hey, Michelle Cedarberg here. Can we talk for a moment about empathy burnout? That state of emotional, mental, and sometimes physical exhaustion that results from being overly invested in other people's needs and struggles, usually, and I'll underline that part, without adequate care or boundaries for your own needs. More and more, I'm seeing this in the lives of my clients and friends and colleagues, and not just in healthcare workers and first responders. Maybe you're one of them, so focused on everyone else and everything else that you completely neglect your own needs. You might be self employed and find it hard to say no, even on weekends. Maybe you're caring for aging parents and trying to balance that with your own busy life. Or maybe you're dealing with a personal setback or an emergency, yet you still feel like you have to be the strong one for everyone else. Now, here's the thing. When you pour so much energy into caring for others, tuning into their struggles, worrying about their needs, even when you might need a little bit of that care for yourself, you'll end up running on empty. In fact, I know you will. Over time, your caring leads to stress, and that's empathy burnout. It's definitely not sustainable. It's definitely not fun. You might notice you're more irritable or detached, even with people that you care about. Maybe you dread getting texts or calls because you don't have the emotional bandwidth to deal with it. Or you're zoning out in front of the TV, not for fun, but just to escape. If that sounds familiar, I've got some ideas. Simple ways to ease empathy burnout. So I've got 4. First, set micro boundaries. You know how I feel about small steps, and boundaries don't have to be dramatic to be effective. They're tiny decisions that protect your energy. Maybe that means that you say no a little bit more often. Maybe that means telling family that Sundays are your recharge day, or deciding that after 7 p.m., 7 days a week, you're done responding to work emails. I say leave the emails on the weekend, but that's a whole other topic. Second, check in with yourself. So often we're so tuned into other people that we forget to ask ourselves this one simple question. How am I doing? Try a daily pause and ask yourself, what do I need? Do I need a stretch? Do I need a snack? Do I need a walk? Do I simply need to give myself permission to say no? Here is your homework. Ask yourself the question, what do I not want? What do I need? And then really listen for the answer and do that thing. Number 3, this one's a favorite of mine. Treat rest as an investment. Rest isn't a luxury to fit in after everything's done. It is the fuel that allows you to keep on caring, to keep on crushing it. Hear that. Block out time to decompress, daily preferably, if not weekly, but I sure hope daily. Give yourself time to meditate, to read, to finish that cup of tea or coffee before it gets cold, to nap even. Put it in your calendar like an appointment you can't miss. And I'd be very curious to hear what your decompression strategies are. And finally, surround yourself with or connect regularly with people who get it and get you. Share your struggles with your friends or other caregivers or other entrepreneurs who understand. It eases the burden, it normalizes the stress, and it reminds you that empathy burnout is part of the human condition. It's not a personal failing. Let's underline that last part. It's not a personal failing. Remember this, your empathy is a gift, but it's not inexhaustible. Notice when your caring nature might be tipping into overextension. Try one small shift this week to protect your energy and honor your own needs. And let me know what you notice. And until next time, I'm Michelle Cedarberg, reminding you that when your cup is full, you'll have so much more to give, not only to the people who count on you, but to yourself as well. And hey, for a deeper dive on this topic, go to the blog that is associated with it. It's a longer write-up. It's got the research there. It'll give you the difference between empathy burnout and compassion fatigue. I share a couple of extra tips, and you can share it with others. The link is in the comments or in the text. I sure hope you go and give it a look. Take care of you.